Hey YouTube, this is Sam from Team Jerry Beans. I haven't been making any videos on here much lately because I have had limited transportation to the mall here. But I currently play a game called Cardfight Vanguard, and I'm trying to get my best to get back into Yu-Gi and everything. Probably soon Pokemon as well. But today I have the deck called Revengers. It is for Shadow Paladins, for you who don't play Vanguard out there. But anyways, I'm just going to get straight to the deck. I am going to explain these things just in case you don't know what they do or you've never played Vanguard before. So here we go. First is Judge Bow Revenger. This is the starter of this deck. What he does is when you have a Vanguard that has Phantom in its name, basically the grade 3, which I will get to later. Once it hit, if it hits, you counterblast one, put him into the soul, which is underneath the Vanguard, and you call 2 grade 1s or less from your deck at rest, which is like that. If you know what magic is, you know what rest means. But that's what he does. And now to the trigger lineup. I run 12 critical triggers. Actually, if you've never played Vanguard before, and you're an anime fan, just watch the first 5 episodes. You'll learn how to play and you'll know everything about it. And yeah, 12 criticals and then 4 heals. You can have no more than 16 triggers in your deck. Now to the grade 1s. This backwards. Sorry about this. Now for the grade 1s, there is 4 Transcendent Revenger Masquerades. What he does is when he attacks on the rear guard, and you have Revenger Vanguard, it gains plus 3,000, so basically 10,000 attack. There's 4 Barrier Troop Revenger Dorrance. I'll explain him later. Well, what he does is when you place a Blaster Dark Revenger in the same column as he is, you get the unflip of damage, or as they call it now, countercharging. And then 4 Dark Revenger Maclears, which is the perfect guard, which all it does is you discard a card, you put it on the guard circle, discard a card from your hand, and it completely nullifies the attack. Basically, that your Vanguard cannot get hit for that attack. And then 2 Blackwing Sword Breakers, the only non-Revenger in this deck. What she does is when she's called from the deck to the rear guard, you can Soul Blast a card from your underneath your Vanguard and draw a card. Which with Judge Bow Revenger, you basically go get these 2 so you can draw 2 cards. Now for the grade 2s. Did it again. Grade 2s are 4 Blaster Dark Revengers. What he does is when he's placed on the Vanguard or rear guard circle, if you can counterblast 2 and retire one of your opponent's rear guards in the front row. And then there's 4 Blaster Dark Revenger Abyss, which he's different. He's on your rear guard ability. When he's placed on rear guard, you can counterblast 1 and retire a grade 1 or less unit on your opponent's field. And then 3 Nulty Revenger Masquerades. He's the same as that Transient Revenger, but he's 12k. He'll be a 12k attacker. And then finally for the grade 3s are 4 Mordred Phantom. What he does is when you ride a Shadow Paladin on top of him and you have 4 or more damage, you can counterblast 1 and superior call a grade 2 or less. Yeah, grade 2 or less Shadow Paladin from your deck, and it gains plus 5,000 power. and then your Vanguard, whatever Shadow Paladin you ride on top of him, it gets plus 10,000 power. And then to the main hitter of the deck, Avenger Phantom Blaster Abyss. This is what you call a Legion, and his mate is this guy. What he does is, during the turn you Legion with him, after he attacks, you can counterblast 2, get rid of 3 of your rear guards with Revenger in their name, and restand him, and you can attack again. So basically, he's a +4, I'd say. So that's the main deck, and now for the there is no extra deck or side deck in Vanguard. I'll give Bushiroad time to do that. But to the Stride deck, which is basically like an extra deck, I have 3 Orgeyser Dragon. You'll just have to look him up because I'm not going to explain this guy. What the heck is? What you do is when he attacks, you counterblast 1, soul blast 1, get rid of 2 of your rear guards and flip a copy of himself, and you reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. And for each grade 1 or less, he gains 5,000 power. That's all he does. And then 1 Orgeyser Doomed. He does the same thing as him, but instead of flipping himself, you flip this. That's why I run 3 of this and 1 of this. And what he does is you counterblast 1 instead of counterblast 1, soul blast 1. You retire 3 of your units and reveal the top 2 cards for each grade 1 or less. You retire 1 of their units. He is an act, which means you can do it. You do it before you attack. And then there's 4 Dark Dragon Phantom Blaster Diablo. What this guy does is you counterblast 1, flip a copy of himself. Then when you attack, you get rid of 3 of your guys, and if your opponent has to get rid of 2 of theirs, just to guard. If they don't, they can't guard from hand. And also, when there's a copy of him, he gets a plus 10,000 and an extra critical. So that is the deck. I have been wanting to put this on YouTube for years now, for months now, excuse me. And every time I go to do it, I end up getting rid of the deck that same day I say I'm going to do it. But I have held on to this deck for about a few months now. And I plan on keeping them, so that's the deck. And comment, rate, and subscribe. Please subscribe. And Sam signing out.